Welcome learners in the series of videos on topology. In the previous video, we have proved that every second countable space is separable. Okay. Now in this video, we will show that every separable matrix space is second countable. So the statement becomes if and only if that is necessary and sufficient if the space X is a matrix space. So let us prove that every separable matrix space is second countable. So theorem. Every separable matrix space is second countable. So every separable matrix space is second countable, and if we have a matrix space, then we can write the if and only if statement. That is, let me write. That is, a matrix space is separable if and only if it is second countable. Because if a space is second countable, then it is separable, we have already proved. And if it is a matrix space which is separable, then it is second countable. So it becomes if and only if statement if we have a matrix space. Okay. So let us prove this. So this part I will not prove because in the last theorem we already proved it. So only the separability implies second countability we will prove, right? So proof. So let us take a separable matrix space first. So let X be a separable matrix space. Okay. Now, since it's a separable matrix space, it has a countable dense set. Okay. So let us take a countable dense set. So let D is equals to say D1, D2, D3 and so on be a countable dense subset of X. Okay, because X is separable, it has a countable dense set. Let us take D to be countable dense subset of X. D is nothing but D and N belongs to natural number. Okay. Now from this D we will get the basis for X. Okay. How? Let me write that. Let script B is equals to set of all ball around this point, say Dn, take any point Dn of radius 1 upon m, such that this m and n belongs to natural number. So you take any element from this and take a ball around that of radius 1 upon m. Right? This m belongs to natural number. So this we will show that this is countable and it is the basis for X. That is, this implies X is second countable. Right. So I will leave it as an exercise to show that this is countable. Okay. So let me just write here. This B is countable. So prove that B is countable. At least that part we can I can leave. Okay. So let us show that this script B is basis for X. So claim this script B is basis for topology on X. Okay, let us show that now this is a basis. So to show that it's basis, let us take an open set in X and let us take a point in X. We need to show that there is an element of this set which contains that point and which contains inside the open set. So let us take U. So let U be open in X, and let us take a point X belongs to U. Okay. Now, since U is open, since U is open and X belongs to U, implies there is a basic neighborhood, right? So open balls. So there exists some real number r greater than 0 such that ball around X of radius r is contained inside U. Okay, mark this statement. We need it in the coming time. So mark this. Okay, mark this. Let me just remove it. Otherwise, you can see. Alright. So mark this. We will use this in the coming time. Okay. Now this ball around X of radius r contained inside U. Okay. Now since this is open, okay, since this r is greater than 0, let us take r by 2. For r by 2, which is greater than 0, there exists some n naught, right, or say m naught belonging to natural number, such that 1 upon m naught is less than r by 2. Okay, by Archimedean property. So since r by 2 is greater than 0, obviously r is greater than 0 implies r by 2 is greater than 0. So for r by 2 greater than 0, there exists some m naught in natural number such that 1 upon m naught is less than r by 2. Okay, so let us take a ball around X of radius 1 upon m naught. So if you take that ball and if you take the intersection, because D is dense, so since D intersection ball around X, remember X is a point where we have taken in U, of radius 1 upon m naught is non-empty because D is a dense. So D will intersect every open set which is non-empty in X. So this is non-empty. Okay. So since this is non-empty, we have a point from D which is inside this. So this implies there exists some natural number, say n naught in N, such that D n naught belongs to D intersection ball around X of radius 1 upon m naught. Okay? Because D has the element of that form. We have already numbered the elements of D, that is D1, D2 and so on. So there is some element here, means it is of this form. Okay. So we have D n naught belongs to D intersection ball around X of radius 1 upon m. This implies this D n naught belongs to this set, that is open set, open ball around X of radius 1 upon m naught, and hence if dn naught belongs to this implies X belongs to ball around dn naught of radius 1 upon m naught. Okay, so what we have got is we have got one element of our B. Our B has element of the form ball around dn of radius 1 upon m. Now in this case we got an element dn naught of radius 1 upon m naught, and this X is in this. Okay, so almost done. We have proved that X belongs to be a ball around dn naught of radius 1 upon m naught. If we manage to show that this is inside U, then we are done. I repeat, if we manage to show that ball around dn naught of radius 1 upon m naught is contained inside U, then we are done. Okay, now to show that, let us take a point here. Now let us take a point, say y belongs to ball around dn naught of radius 1 upon m naught. We will show that this contained inside U, or by using, we can use this relation as well. So we will show that ball around dn naught of radius 1 upon m naught is inside this, and of course this is inside U, implies our required ball will be inside U. So let's move ahead. Now if y belongs to this implies distance between y and dn naught is less than 1 upon m naught, and distance between x and dn naught is less than 1 upon m naught, and hence we can use triangle inequality, and here we can say distance between x and y is less than distance between x and dn naught plus distance between d and naught and y. This is less than 1 upon m naught, right? This is less than 1 upon m naught from here, plus this is less than 1 upon m naught because this is in the open ball. So 1 upon m naught is equals to 2 upon m naught, and 2 upon m naught is less than r because we have chosen our m naught which is based on r, right, by using Archimedes property. So 2 upon m naught will be less than r. So if distance between x and y is less than r, this implies this y belongs to ball around x of radius r. Okay, so we have taken point in this ball, and that point is inside this. So this implies ball around dn naught of radius 1 upon m naught is contained inside ball around x of radius r. And of course this is contained inside u, right? This is from, let me just write it, some equation star or something, write this as star from star, right? This implies of course we have proved that x belongs to here, right? This implies x belongs to ball around dn naught of radius 1 upon m naught, which is contained inside u. Hence strip B is basis for x, and also we state that B is countable, and hence x is second countable because it has a countable basis. Second countable. Okay, so converse part, if we use this statement, so converse part, that is if x is second countable then it is separable, that we have already done here. Every second countable space is separable. It need not be matrix space. If you have any topological space which is second countable, then it is separable. So this is general proof of it. We can just copy it down. And here we prove that if we have a separable matrix space, then it is second countable. And our theorem, the proof of the theorem ends here. Okay, that's all about the countability properties. In the next videos or in the coming series of videos, we will talk about separation axioms, that is normal space or maybe T1 Hausdorff spaces, T2 spaces, and so on. Some relation based on that. So let's see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe.